I have confirmed 3 people have said the word yup in a row. Therefore, we are returning for the middle part. There are no solo scenarios this year. Therefore, we shall move on to experience rolls. Prepare yourselves, audience. It's about to get real boring.
It's time for spreadsheets.
It's time for the spreadsheets. This is honestly, it's weird, but my community loves this shit.
Yeah.
Can I say one thing?
Please.
I am spending 1 Libra to live rich this year.
Very well.
I mean, obviously.
Let's wait on that for the GPC rules, because you may already be living rich.
Oh, okay.
You'll be able to do it later if you aren't already
winter
rich.
phase. So if there's anything that I should know about going into it,
we're walking everybody through it slowly.
Awesome.
What you're going to want to do at this point is open your character sheet. Anything you have a check mark in, you're going to make a D20 roll, and if you roll higher than the current number, you increase it by 1. In order to increase something that's already at 20, which I think very few of you will have a check mark in, you must hit another 20.
I mean, I don't think anybody even has a skill at 20. Like
James has a passion.
Yeah. All right.
Should we just get started?
Please, just start making your rolls. If you, I don't think we need to call out failed rolls, but if you get an increase, go ahead and holler.
So it's you have to roll higher.
You have to roll higher, so you are now crueler, my friend.
Excellent.
More cruel.
And untick them as you go as well, so you know they're done.
And as a result, your
that
mercy
means
drops.
that mercy drops. Okay.
Indeed.
Yep. The character sheet did not automatically do that.
It did not, indeed. It does not do that.
Hey, I'm failing at the right time tonight.
Is that dancing I see, James? You've become a better dancer?
That's right.
You had so much room for improvement. It was so easy. And Glimo, you're hitting quite a few of these.
I'm 3 for 3.
Hey, all right. My honor has gone up to a 16.
So honorable. In fact, you are now famous for your honor.
Yes, I am famous for my honor.
Well,
my prudent has also gone up to an 11.
Of course,
my reckless did not
actually care about.
Yeah.
Hey, Lance goes up.
Hey, courtesy goes up. Nice.
Something.
That's all I got check marks.
I feel like the line "My Lord's Lance goes up" has worked its way somewhere into the song.
Yeah, for sure. Stewardship goes up. Nice.
Man, people who did not see the first part are not going to get that joke.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think they'll understand the essence of the joke, but they're not going to get the context.
All right. Sword also went up. Fantastic. Love to see that. Lance did not. Spear did. And that is the end of my checks as well.
Everybody done?
Yep. I had no actual skills checked.
None of you are 35, so we don't check for aging yet, although please increase your age by 1 and your squire's age by 1.
We are now 22.
Yep.
Yes.
Correct. James, you can mark the Lady Elaine at 26. So this is the first alternative bit, is economic circumstances. We are not running this like the 5.1 or 2 rules. If the Great Pendragon campaign introduces an additional series of rules. The good news is that none of your lands have been raided, and there are no exigent circumstances, I believe is a way that I could extend and sound as fancy as possible. So you will be making these rolls simply on the strength of your rolls, I suppose. First, I will need everyone to simply roll a d20 to see how bad the weather was in your local area. None of you were cursed. None of your peasants were unhappy. Nobody had a pestilence. There were no raiders. And the wasteland is not in effect yet. Glimo killing it out here with a 1. Well. Unfortunately, that does also mean that you are in dire circumstances of fumbling if you roll another one. A 9 for James, and Kendric, you get a 14. Okay, what is everyone's stewardship? James, you can of course apply your wife's stewardship to the sorry, because you married her after the harvest, you cannot apply it to this one. You'll have to use your own stewardship.
Can I use my mother's?
Yes. Do we need to roll to see what your mother's stewardship is?
I guess we would.
Very well.
I think we'll all probably be, providing your mother is still
Your
alive.
mother has an 18!
Oh my god!
All right. Spoon, you're next. 8. Glimo, 16. So mark.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, mark those down. None of you get any stewardship bonuses because you were not blessed, you had no fairies living on your land, and your peasants were not unusually happy. So, you make opposed resolutions between stewardship and the starting bad weather value, and then consult the table below. So, you will now roll against your stewardships. A 16, and your bad weather was a 9, so that was a failure. So you have a success on your stewardship and a failure on your weather.
Doesn't the weather roll now? It rolls. It's the weather's trying to roll under its skill of 9, isn't it?
I thought that you just checked them against each other, but you might be right.
Yeah. So effectively, it's an opposed check. The weather's so it's like a 2d20 roll. The weather's skill is 9, and you're rolling against that.
3. That is also a success. So you have a double
it's
success.
tie, but I double win. But it's a tie, but I beat it at the tie because I got higher total number.
I mean, it's success and success, so you live normally. So you can use the monies to live wealthily.
Yeah.
I see you've all succeeded on your stewardship. Glimo?
Yeah, I
roll once, so
I'm
you
gonna-
failed. So that actually was bad. And is a 1 of... I don't think a 1 is an auto fumble in this system, right?
No, it is not. It is not. The 20 is the fumble, but we all got partial successes.
But again, which skill was that one against though?
I'll roll a D284. It's my wife.
Somebody roll a D284. All right, so here's the deal. The stream crashed again. Glimo is choosing his wife's name.
166.
Okay, Hafren. Hafren.
H-A...
Fren.
The 4th daughter of Sir Lycus, who has 4 sons. She has a glory of 100. Let's figure out.
Gets now?
Stewardship roll for your wife. It's a 3.
Ooh. The good news is that'll go up every year without you even really having to roll for it.
You better hope it does.
It's probably very good at sewing.
Is there anyone who doesn't want to have a child? Although Spoon, if you want to have a child, you're going to need a kept woman at this point.
Yeah, it's not in the cards for Kendric this year.
Very well.
How do we roll for my wife's age?
We don't.
Okay.
Let us simply assume. Just roll a 1d10 plus 18.
I mean, yeah.
25.
Okay.
So slightly older.
James, it's time for you to make good on your bastardization earlier. Are you keeping the maid you found in Uther's court?
So I didn't invite her. Like that was like it's a one night stand basically. So he hasn't invited her back. So if she turns up later on with a child, then he will take care of that. But he wasn't expecting that to be the outcome.
Very well. Are you going to attempt to have a child with your new wife?
Yes.
Make a roll. Glimo, same question.
Yes.
So with a child modifier, that's 19. So a child is born. It's a boy.
And I get a +3 on this.
Correct. No children.
No children. Does the 100 glory go to my wife, or does that go to me?
That is
You.
her glory, but that's
When
how
it
much.
adds to- when you get married, her glory adds to yours.
Correct.
Okay. I don't see any place on the character sheet for her glory.
You're gonna have to make a second character
Yeah.
sheet for her.
Okay.
James, I need you to immediately check for child survival.
Yep, nice. It's, don't want to roll a 1 because of I've got it's normally 1 or 2, but with living rich it's only 1. It's fine, but they are sick.
Don't you get a +1 for living rich?
Yeah, but it's 3 to 3, normally 3 to 10. They live, but
Okay.
they're ill. So let me go to back to my Simic name generator and get a boy's name. A much bigger table. It's like a D1000 something. D1000.
We might have the same charts, James.
Yep. From the Google ones or
The names, because I also have a Google sheet of D1000 male Kendric names, and roughly around that same number of the same number that 290 or whatever.
okay. Bran. First son's name is Bran.
Okay. I need you to roll a d20 for child survival on them, right?
I did.
Oh, no, you did.
rolled-
Okay.
Yeah.
I need each of you to roll a d20 for family events. Some really bad stuff can happen as a result of these. Well, Spoon, I hope you've got your list of relatives open, because there's been a marriage in your family.
Yep, let me open up my family tree.
Glimo, you've had a birth in your family. I don't know if you have any other family members. I guess one of your uncle knights or
Uncles
something.
or yeah.
Yeah, mark down that they have to choose a name for them, and they've got we had a baby, it's a boy. Birth in the family for you as well, Sir Owain. It certainly is better than getting my uncle is a necromancer, and it's true.
Can someone grab a name 386 off your sheet there?
386 for a boy or a girl? For a boy. Yeah, 386
sure.
is Elfin, ELFFIN.
So I have several options for this marriage in the family, AP.
Yeah.
I have 3 cousins who could be married. And then I have 1 aunt who is unmarried. And then my mother is also unmarried.
I offer the choice to you, sir.
So I will roll a D6. So my mother will be a 1 and a 6. And then the cousins will be 2, 3, 4. And the aunt will be 5. All right, it is my mother. She is remarrying.
Very well. I think that if her second husband dies, she's allowed to marry whoever she wants at that point.
Yeah, this on the third marriage I can choose.
That's some
Okay,
real
so
fucked up shit.
My cousin Ilford has another boy, or has his first boy.
Very well. Training and practice. All right, Glimo, this is the big one. You can pick one of the 3 following options. You can gain 1d6 plus 1 points in your skills, up to 15. So you can't pick a skill higher than 15. You can gain 1 point in a skill, taking it to a max of 20, or you can improve an attribute, trait, or passion, but you cannot increase size at this point. You're already as big as you're ever going to be, and you can't go beyond your maximums. No trait can be taken over 19, and no passion can be increased over 20. So this is the big money choices here.
I think I'm going to do the 1d6 plus 1.
All right, my only suggestion here is that you get pretty big glory returns on taking a tribute, or sorry, a passion above 16. Anything that's that would make you a famous light, like a passion or loyalty lord 16, or like
or a trait 16,
lustful 16, will get you its number in glory at the end of the year. That said, without good skills, you'll die in battle or a boating accident. So,
yeah, I'm realizing that I chose poorly when I did my skill disbursement earlier, and I think I need to get some of these 1s and 2s up.
Very well. Roll 1d6 to see how many skill points. Sorry, 1d6 plus 1. See how many skill points you have to distribute.
Damn it!
You get 2, and it can only be used in knightly skills. So, not like poetry.
Does it have to be knightly skills?
You may not improve a non-knightly skill.
I'm going to take 1 point in love family.
Sheesh.
I'm increasing my strength by 1.
It's from lifting that broken axe blade all day long.
So nightly. How do I tell which ones are nightly skills?
Oh, they used to be marked on character sheets.
Yeah, it's not.
So the ones under combat skills. That's it.
That sounds right.
Oh no!
No. Skills or combat skills.
Yeah, so nightly skills. So what's on the character sheet in Roll20 are the nightly skills.
Okay.
Non-nightly skills are things like chirurgery, distaff. Okay. Sewing, all the sort of things that women do.
Okay.
Sitting.
Or like bards and squires.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Magic. Yeah.
I am going to put a point in courtesy and a point in intrigue. I hope to have more points than this, but womp womp.
I'm changing my mind. I'm gonna do skills as well.
1d6 plus 1.
Yeah.
Said that the manor of Pitton did twice as good as Laverstock this season in terms of gains. It was it's all that creatine powder delivered.
Yeah. That was what was under the red silk.
A present from Gropsis from the lands of Gaul.
So we're gonna do 2 points into mace and 2 points into flirting.
Okay. At this point, you would gain all the glory that you've had this year. So, like from your battle,
I didn't realize we didn't gain it till now.
I just had you gaining it so far because it would be a little weird if you didn't make it through the first year. But in the future, glory does not change until the end of the year. Some of you have had marriages, so your glory for that gets added.
I think that Elaine is 1258 glory.
This guy. Hold on, let me get my reading glasses. Yep, 1258.
And then you get whatever passions or traits you have above 16, you get their value as additional glory.
I have none.
You should definitely have at least one trait.
You
at
should have
16.
one.
You have
Well, sorry,
suspicious. Yeah.
Yeah, suspicious.
Oh, you're right. Suspicious. All right, so an extra 16.
I believe you also get the 6 that you're spending on your manor.
You get what you overspend on your mana. So I get 1 point for living richly because it's conspicuous consumption.
Is that how it works? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and then so you also just straight up get 10 because you're a vassal knight.
That sounds correct as well. You
So do
gain
I get
6.
an extra-
No. You gain the full 6 glory if you have a manor. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, fine.
You gain the amount of money that you gain in income per manor. So you get 50 glory for becoming a vassal knight. So it should be marked here as well. We're doing a lot of weird shit all at once. So if you need me to slow down and repeat something.
Well,
Yeah, so
You get it's in the glory for beginning characters section on page 111. You get 50 for becoming a vassal knight, and then I think you get 10 for maintaining it.
is this in the GPC or the
King Arthur Pendragon 5.2.
Okay.
Page 111 glory bonuses.
my page 111 is sword.
Yeah.
Oh, this is 5.1. Uh-oh. All right, hold on. All right. I was looking in the wrong book. I have them both open, unfortunately. And just think, they say 6th edition is going to be out soon. We need to start thinking about whether we're going to move to that or not. Winter phase, glory bonuses.
It's 123 is what you get for so 50 points for becoming a vassal knight. Yes.
Yes.
That also shows conspicuous consumption.
I agree that conspicuous consumption is definitely a thing. So, I mean, you'll get more because you're spending more to maintain a rich lifestyle, for sure.
Yeah, and I also get the one for the gift I bought because gifts are covered by conspicuous consumption.
Sure.
Which now now I'm married is my item again.
I don't think so.
Do I get 1 glory for conspicuous consumption for giving the Libra back to...
Yes.
Okay.
And you'll get conspicuous consumption for your loan to Gropsis.
I don't know. You do get yearly. Do you get? I can't find the 10 yearly anywhere.
It was a 5.1 thing, I'm thinking.
Okay, yeah. So I'll take this out. All right, time to add this up.
Making sure there's no other end of the year changes. Do you like pina coladas?
So once you've done your glory, for every 1,000 points that you get, so every time you cross over 1,000, so we'll get this straight away because we got the 1,000 points from becoming banner knights.
It's on
knight in the first place. Yeah, you get to take an extra increase as well in the winter phase.
The passive. It's on page 126 of 5.2. Passive glory is you have quality of maintenance, holdings, lands, and castles. Ideals, famous, and then famous traits and passions. So, and it falls under holdings, lands, and castles. The glory for land equals its standard income, with each Libra equaling 1 glory point.
Yeah.
And so our manors create 10 Libra.
6. It generates 6 Libra.
Not in 5.2.
Yeah, they did change it. I know they said that basically four points are just the cost that like goes straight back into again. They generate 10, you lose 4 straight away.
Yeah,
but it's up to you whether you want to do it 6 or 4, or 6 or 10. Sorry.
One and so book of if we do get into Book of the Estate later, Book of the Estate works off of the 10 base. And I mean, we only see one of that basically.
Yeah.
But we do get the 10 glory for it.
So for every time your glory ticks over 1,000, you may increase any attribute, trait, passion, skill, or combat skill by 1, and that can be applied to things like size, which only can't go up. So I got 2 of those because I went over 2,000 glory. So I am increasing my valorous and my modesty.
What do you think? Should I up my size since that's the only way you can do it? Or should I up one of my passions to 16?
I mean, the passion pays ongoing year-on-year dividends. Size, affects hit points. It affects damage bonus.
Yeah.
You can't increase size after your 21.
You can with the glory award. The glory award is the only way to increase size.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it literally says you cannot increase size after you turn 21 repeatedly over and over again throughout every book.
So anywhere it tells you can put stats up, it tells you when you can't put up size or the other stats. But the glory bonus says you can put up
each point may be applied directly to an attribute, trait, passion, skill, or combat skill, increasing that statistic by 1 point. If you increase an attribute, recalculate any derived statistics. It doesn't say anything else.
Because a lot of the way this is the way people keep characters. It's a lot of the way how people keep characters alive is by making sure that they replace, because you can't put up certain stats after a certain age as well. Like you can't put up dex, strength, or con anymore, and they use this to sort of keep their characters alive. There's the glory awards.
The second paragraph says attributes can be increased even when that cultural maximum, and even after the age 35.
Yep. Yeah.
Very well.
On 127.
Okay.
So I guess the question is, if I brought size up by 1, that would give me 1 extra hit point, and my knockdown would be up by 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I brought con up, same thing. Whereas if I brought honor up, then I'd get an extra 16 going forward.
I mean, my 1 point is going into strength.
I didn't
also
think of...
don't forget that if you have any attributes that are lower, losing points in those can kill you.
Right. I mean, my attributes are all okay. I guess it's a matter of is 1 hit point that useful?
I mean, it's a game of years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that one hit point may be the difference between living and dying.
Could be. Yeah, my character's already a little weird. I'm gonna go Hospitality up by 1.
Okay, nice.
So that'll mean hospitality of 16. Do I get the 16 glory right away then?
No, you do
no.
not gain it from the
Okay.
the glory point. You will get it next year, though.
Yeah.
My understanding, James, is that your 4 domain manners will grant you another 40 libras, or you can infife a knight in them. Otherwise, you have to have a household knight cover it.
Yeah.
Do you have 4 household knights to cover those manners?
I rolled the most nights. I have let me see what have with my family. I have a total of 9 nights.
Well, you got to provide, brother.
Yeah.
Guys, for the folks at home, my understanding is you only need to roll for unique horses, or if you're a knight errant and you don't have a stables.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you never roll for horses.
It's.
I mean, you roll for all horses, but if they die, they get replaced straight away.
Yeah.
So if I were to say, like, my horse's name is, well, I think I gave it a name, So
Tim, the enchanter.
Shadowfax. Shadowfax is my horse's name.
Jesus.
So I could roll every year to see whether or not it dies. And I think it's not from the first year. I think it's only after it's 7 years old is when you start rolling for horse's death.
Yeah, or that's when it gets the modifier.
Guys, we don't need to micromanage horses at this point.
That's the thing is, like, you have a horse herd like that replaces all of your losses basically. So unless you had 2 really bad years, or like maybe you had one die in combat and then it dies at the end of the year. It
matters more if you're impoverished, but
yeah, like I'm not worried about it if nobody else is. Like I don't need to be like, okay, and now I'm rolling for all of my horses and.
Yeah. As I said, I will let you know if I one year turn up on a dapple grey and the following year turn up on a chestnut. It's fine.
And then, if we get a special horse, then yeah, sure, we should probably roll for it. But I think otherwise, I am good. Hand waving that and maybe like doing it on my own in the off time.
Yeah, let me look into the domain manners thing, AP.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm happy to not take any benefit from it for the moment. I mean, eventually...
That's reasonable to me, because, you married her at the last possible second.
Yeah.
Minutes before midnight on the 31st of December.
So, what's everyone's new glory?
Why ask, James? You just launched yourself a cool 1,300 over everybody else.
Yeah. I did not, I'm pretty sure I did my math right, but I did not gain much annual glory. I'm at 1,480 now.
1,670.
Yeah.
2,908.
Oh Jesus! You're almost at 3,000.
So to put this into perspective, James's wife had more glory than I think everyone.
Yeah. She certainly was known around the town for various things.
It's bad glory, though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what they say.
There's no such thing as bad glory.
Yeah, any glory is good glory.
At the end of the year, just before spring starts, Herawd, a letter is delivered to you through a trudging messenger making their way through the snows.
Okay.
You want to read it?
Yes, please. I was waiting for you to go on. I wasn't sure if you were cliffhanging this through the break.
No. We're not even close to ready for the break, I think. The letter says, "My good Sir Herawd, Throughout the year, I attempted to garner your attention, but you seemed focused elsewhere on your fools. If it might please you, might we talk about service and brotherhood, friendship and courtliness? Yours in service to our Earl, Sir Jaredin. This is the worst handwriting you have ever seen from a literate person. It's not the worst handwriting you've ever seen, but it is the worst handwriting you've seen from someone you know must have had classes.
Mm-hmm. Where is Sir Jaredin's estates?
Sir Jaredin is staying in Sarum Castle over the winter break. Is everyone prepared for us to move forward a year to the year 486?
Correct.
Yes.
Very well. All of the talk around the land is about the College of Legates. King Uther of Logres is attempting to play a game with the 28 legates of Britain in the Collegium, naming himself High King with the majority of their votes. But he lacks even a third of that, with only those most loyal to him, namely the Earl of Salisbury, the vote of Sarum, and is opposed direly by Duke Gorlow of Cornwall, who also, it should be noted, did not show up for muster last year. They claimed, apparently, that he had better things to do. At the court of Windsor, you will find in attendance Merlin the Magician, Praetor Siagrius of Soissons, which is too French for me to pronounce correctly, so I apologize to all of France. Prince Maddock, who is now named a prince, and King Uther, all of whom are available for you to speak with. There is, of course, news and gossip abounding as well, and intrigues are on the table. All of you are meeting for the first time since the spring thaw here at Windsor. What would you like to do?
And
So there's no... Go ahead.
Sorry, is this Pentecost or is this...
This is the Pentecostal feast.
Okay.
So there's no current expectation that we are going to war from here with anybody right now. Is that right?
There is no call for muster yet.
Okay, so I will definitely bring my new wife to the King's Court if she hasn't been there previously, if she's indeed keen to go.
I mean, she's been, but she certainly will go again.
Definitely been.
Wow, you're really gonna make that thing, huh? Really? Okay.
Hey, look, man. She's a grown woman. She does what she wants.
Yeah, she does. Glimo, are you attending with your wife as well?
Yes.
Very well. Spoon, are you going alone?
Yep, going stag.
Going stag.
As expected, many of you are seated towards the ends of the tables, but you find yourself away from your brother knights, away from those loyal to the Oath of the Axe, or again, don't let me pick the name for all of you, as you are accounted to be a considerably more honorable man, and your your wife, of course, gains some of your honor as well, putting both of you well above the station of your friends. You can go back down to them if you want to, but it would require leaving your wife alone.
Yeah,
in this old, dusty, cold castle with all these hot young men.
No, I only just got married. We'll stay with the wife at least.
Very well.
Yeah.
What would any of you like to do here then?
I would like to seek out Countess Ellen.
Roderick's wife, the Countess Ellen. Just to be
yes.
clear. Okay.
Yes.
because we've had so many people with E names tonight.
Yeah,
I just want
know,
to keep
yes.
it all straight.
Correct.
Yes, she is a fairly high-ranking and well thought of woman who you find accompanying her husband. They are wined and dined towards the front of the hall by Uther, who appears to be using Roderick as a chess piece, pointing out how loyal he is and how that loyalty is rewarded. The Countess will excuse herself to have a quiet conversation with you, and again, it's a big hall filled with thousands of knights, so it's not really that quiet. But you find a like next to a torch stand or something, you have a quick conversation.
Yeah. My lady, I wish to ask about your second handmaiden, Gwiona.
You know the rumors.
I spoke with her at the Christmas feast, yes.
I suspect I know what this is about.
Yes, she's had
4 dead husbands.
An unfortunate history.
All of them killed in war shortly after proposing to her.
Well, I have faced the worst of what the Saxons can throw at us, I believe. I am attempting to court her. She, as I believe is the custom, can choose her own husband now, correct?
Technically, her marriages with none of her husbands were consummated.
I see. So
all 4 of them died before the marriage day. So she has not really been married, although many promises and dowries were made and kept.
Well, I'm sure many of her previous suitors have said the same, but I do not plan on dying anytime soon.
I have heard
Countess.
those words before.
I feel like this is a very interesting conversation as well, because he's like 6'5".
Yeah.
And she's not.
She's probably closer to like 5'5".
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just going to say, I appreciate the forewarning, and I will do nothing to stop this. And indeed, I will encourage it. But it is my husband who makes such a choice.
I understand.
Should the Lady Gwiona speak out against it, I will oppose it with all of my might. Or someone must look after this poor girl.
Of course.
Make a courtesy roll to see if she believes in your true intentions, or if she's about to go full German Shepherd on your ass.
So I would like to call on a passion here.
Yeah.
And we'll do love of family.
She is not your family.
Yes, but Gwiona might be.
No.
No?
No.
Well, so hey, let me because she's not my immediate family, but you can roll love of family for people who are not related to you. Right? It's not family by blood.
Okay. Yes, I have seen Moana, and I've also seen Lilo and Stitch. You don't have the kind of relationship with Lady Queen. You've had 2 conversations with her.
That's fine.
Gwiona is Mahana. Mahana means family, Arthur.
Okay.
Well, didn't make it, but
she gives you a look as if to make it clear that she's not going to push this on you.
Okay.
I will speak with my husband, and it will be his decision to make. I would offer that you should treat the Lady Gwiona well, and I will speak with her about this matter.
I shall endeavor to do so, my lady.
And as she swishes past you, this is where we shall take our second and final break before we go into the third part, while I do some video editing to attach 2 points of a video together in an attempt to desperately repair them with duct tape. We shall return in about 5 minutes. Stick around.